and that is going to be their main acquisition from that point on. The positive word of mouth that bleeds into the local market is what's going to then generate further organic inquiries going forward, okay? Positive word of mouth is going to lead to more demand. However, the time horizon on this could be long, could take 4, 8, 12, 24 months, depending on the niche you're in, where you're located, the ticket of sale that you focus on in your venue. What's up, everybody? This is Daniel here. I want to talk a little bit about a topic that is probably going to resonate with a lot of you, and it's how do I know when or why I should do marketing for my venue. So whether you're involved in a bar, restaurant, cafe, function space, event center, wedding center, brewery, winery, whatever business you may be involved in that does private events and private parties, this is going to be a helpful piece of information for you. So I speak to probably 5 different venues every day, and I've been doing that for about 4 years straight now. So at this point, I've talked to many different hospitality businesses and many different venues that want to grow the number of events that they do. The most common reason that people reach out to me, or the most common problems that they have, is they feel the pain of having an underutilized function space. Okay, so maybe they're not hitting the revenue numbers that they want. Maybe pre-COVID, the number of private functions and private events they were doing were 3 per week on average. Now they're averaging 1 per week or 1 per month. Okay, so they've had a very big decline in the number of private events that they do. And these private functions and private events can be very profitable. And not only are they profitable, they can put the owner of the business at ease, because if you own a bar and grill and you have 4 private events booked this week and you have a minimum spend of $3,500 per private event, you can now forecast revenue for that week with a little bit more confidence, especially if the private event or private function space is separate to your main dining room area. This is like another vertical within your business that can be extremely profitable, and it can be forecasted, right? It's not going to be impacted by the weather. It's not going to be impacted by, up and downs of different things that can impact your business, because they're planned in advance and often they're prepaid, right? So they pay a deposit and then they might pay the rest on the night or the day before. However you do your cash receipts for the event. But how do you know when it is the right time to do marketing? How do you know when you should put some more fuel on the fire or some more horsepower to scale up the number of private functions that you're doing on average? Well, firstly, you have to make sure that you're very good at delivery. The reason why is because successful private function or private event businesses, they are extremely good at the core of what they do. The core of what they do is hosting very good events, managing expectations, over-delivering for hosts that have events with them. And so they get, let's say, an event of 100 people, all 100 people come through, all 100 people finish the event and have positive results associated with that venue from this point on, and that is going to be their main acquisition from that point on. The positive word of mouth that bleeds into the local market is what's going to then generate further organic inquiries going forward, okay? Positive word of mouth is going to lead to more demand. However, the time horizon on this could be long, could take 4, 8, 12, 24 months, depending on the niche you're in, where you're located, the ticket of sale that you focus on in your venue. So when should you do marketing? You should do marketing when the core of your business is done consistently well. So all you really need to do now is get the word out there, get more leads coming in, close more deals, over-deliver for more private functions and more people in your local community. Hence, you artificially shift the demand curve, you generate more positive word of mouth, which in a shorter amount of time is then going to bleed back in to generating more organic inquiries. Okay, so just to break this down a little bit more for you, there is 2 different types of demand that a private function space or hospitality business that does private events can get. Okay, firstly, organic inquiries. That comes organically through positive word of mouth, and you want this to be your dominant demand driver. Okay, this is where the most demand that your business is going to get comes from. Secondly, paid. Okay, you can run advertising, you can promote your venue in a range of different ways, and this is going to be a channel that should be used when the core business is done well, because you know the more private events that you generate from paid is going to bleed into the number of private functions and private events that you do organically, because you get more positive word of mouth in the local market. So you should only do marketing for your hospitality business that wants to grow the number of private functions that you do when you're very, very confident that you can over deliver for every event that you do. Only then should you pour fuel on the fire and generate more business through paid channels. Okay, so I hope that clarifies out there for some people who are thinking, hey, should I do marketing? Should I invest into marketing? The problem is, if you invest into marketing and the core of your business is not strong and you don't generate positive word of mouth, what marketing is going to do is amplify that neutral word of mouth. So you're never really going to get any benefits from the marketing in the long run. Or if you have negative word of mouth, meaning on average, people have events with you, and on average, there's more people saying negative things and the impact of that negative word of mouth than the impact of the positive word of mouth, then marketing is actually going to accelerate your decline. It won't solve your decline. The core of your business is where the cracks are made. So you have to fix the core and then put marketing on top to scale up the positive. Okay. So I hope that makes sense to some people out there. It is a topic which might hurt a little bit depending on who you are, but however, it is what is required if you do want to have a flourishing private event or private function business. So if you are in the position where you want to scale up the marketing and acquisition for your private function space, then feel free to reach out to us. We'll be able to jump on a call together. I'll get on the phone with you. We can have a chat to see if what we're doing, some of the solutions that we have, could be a good option for your venue, to see if you could scale up the number of functions that you're doing month in and month out, and essentially leave you to a more flourishing private event business. So I hope this made sense. If you guys got any questions, leave them below. I'll do my best to make some videos around those topics. Also, please give us a like if you got some value out of this, and also subscribe if you want some more content similar to this. So yeah, I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys in the next one.